We are ready to start. They are off our minis.
Turn it right off. There we go. There you go.
Chris, are you paying people the $5 to take those NEXC stickers?
All right, good morning and welcome. On course, we have our 50 cc's on the mini track. If you're joining us on our live stream, this is the first time we've ever live streamed, so please bear with us if you're watching at home online. Our 4-stroke mini track, we have 10 entries, racers out on course.
I've got you live on camera. Keep on what you're doing.
Looks like in first place, out in the running, Bo Koskinen, followed by Bentley Lank on the number 8. Denver. All right, as I said earlier, as we get started with today, we are running a new timing system, so I'm still just getting my bearings up here with the information. I can see everybody as they're crossing over, but it's not putting it in the correct order for me, so that's why I'm not calling out place finishes right now. I will get you the final places just as soon as we pull everybody off the course. So again, if you're joining us online, we are holding for our second race as they verify the results from the first heat.
No, because there's a skid steer on it.
All right, folks, final results from that last race. Sailor Smith in first place, Emery Bragg finishing second, Bentley Lank in third, Bo Koskinen finishing fourth, Blake Brooker fifth, Beckett Niemer sixth, Roman Allen seventh, Jubilee Hanks in eighth, Riley McGinnis in ninth, and Wilder Allen in 10th. Now out on the line for our second race of the day, Simon Collins, Emery Bragg, Parker Brooker, Sailor Smith, Roman Allen, Thomas Harjula, Bo Koskinen, Cade Johnson, Eli St. Peter, and Remington Sukforth.
Wyatt is waiting for the green light.
All right, we've got the green light from timing, and we are ready to roll for the second race of the day. We have 10 entries in this class, 5 to 8-year-olds, 50 cc's and electric. Those electric bikes are pretty neat. Wyatt out on the flag, and there they go. They're off. This mini class is going to be using our entire track versus the one that just ran was on our mini track. All right, out on course again, making their way over to the timing. Thomas Harjula leading the field by a country mile. Getting some air as he comes around. He's out here crowd side on the yellow bike over the first berm. Thomas followed by Cade Johnson on the 101, now coming crowd side. Remington Sukforth in third. Sailor Smith and Simon Collins. All 10 of our racers have now passed over the timing loop for the first lap. This is a 4-lap moto. And what we're going to be doing today is running right down through the order, everybody once, and then running again. Thomas Arjula making quick work of the course, completes his second lap, getting some nice air on that little bike. That's awesome. Thomas making his way crowd side, over the berm. Cade Johnson now just coming across the timing loop. Cade Johnson over the crowd side berm. Behind Cade, it's Remington Sukforth on the red Honda, followed by Simon Collins and Sailor Smith. Parker Brooker behind them. Comes crowd side. Thomas Arjula going to be lapping some of his classmates here very shortly as he completes his third lap. He gets the getting the white flag with 1 lap left to go. Again, Thomas Arjula now crowd side. Out on course, no major changes to the order. Cade Johnson still in second, Remington Sukforth third, Simon Collins fourth, Sailor Smith fifth. And it looks like the checkered flag is going to be coming out. Thomas Arjula around that last turn lays into the throttle and gets the checkered flag over the line. He'll take home first place today in the 5 to 8-year-old two-stroke and electric class. Looks like Cade Johnson now making his way around the last turn. On the throttle for the last straightaway and crossing the finish line to get second, rounding out the podium just behind Cade. Not that racer. But it's going to be Remington Sukforth over the line, getting third place finish. Simon Collins just behind Remington. And it looks like Sailor Smith over the line for fifth place. Finishing now in sixth, Parker Brooker. Roman Allen had been lapped. He got the checkered flag just now. He'll finish ninth place. Finishing over the line just now is Eli St. Peter. We are still missing 2 racer reads on my end.
Can you see the crowd from here? Okay, we can go.
Next on the line, it's our youth ATV class. This class does not use the transponders, so we'll have a hard time getting you live results. But out on the line, we have Quinn Mayhew, Beckett Niemer, Maverick Brown, Weldon Chandler, and Savannah Pelletier. All right, again, on the line, we have our youth ATV minis. Quinn Mayhew, Beckett Niemer, Maverick Brown. All right, so again, just a reminder, if you're not racing, we cannot have you down on the track. It's a safety issue. We're looking for Weldon Chandler, 30-second call out for Weldon Chandler. To the line. 30-second call out for Weldon Chandler. All right, and it looks like that's a scratch. We have a green light from timing, and we are ready to go with the youth ATVs. Quinn Mayhew, Beckett Niemer, Maverick Brown, Weldon Chandler, check that, no Weldon Chandler, and Savannah Pelletier. Looks like they are out and running. If you're following along live, you'll see our youth ATVs coming over that far side right now. Again, our youth ATV race underway. No transponders on these racers. So it's a little hard to follow along and give you any sort of statistics. Another housekeeping reminder, the only ones that should be down on track are parents assisting racers. Otherwise, we really can't have anybody running around the active track. We really want to send you home with all the limbs that you came here today with. All right, and if you're following along online, that's a live look on course with our roaming camera. The Bonneville girls we have tasked with that giant camera with transmitters on it. If you see them running around, give them a wave. They might be live. All right, our youth ATVs now all off course, it looks like, having the checkered flag. Just waiting on final statistics here so I can get you placements. And that's going to do it. Maverick Brown finished first, Beckett Niemer second, Carter Wilcox third, Savannah Pelletier fourth, and Quinn Mayhew in fifth. On the line, it's our 7 to 9-year-olds. We have Charles Hanks, Tyson Tebow, Benson Zetterman, Riker Smith, Crew Pendleton, Blake Allen, Lincoln Clark, Thomas Harjula, Brock Bailey, Olivia Walker, Preston McCarthy, Lincoln Wilcox, and Jameson Dizzy. We have a green light We have a green light from timing. Looking now to Wyatt with the green flag. "13 racers on course, and they're off for one of our first bigger heats of the day." Lots of noise as they roll off the line. Riley Bridges, our videographer, running out onto course out there. We love Riley. Check out his work, Riley Bridges Media. He went to college for 4 years, and he is one of the best videographers I know personally. Through the wooded section, our racers out on course, making their way to complete their first lap. The Grafton Sawmill berm. Last turn here, and I'll get you some placement readings in just a second. Over the line, leading the group, Lincoln Clark, followed by Crew Peddleton and McCarthy in third. Fourth place, Brock Bailey, Thomas Harjula, Tyson Tebow, and Riker Smith. Lincoln Clark still now leading, followed by Crew, and then Preston. The last turn. Looks like we have a shakeup. I think Crew Peddleton getting around Lincoln Clark. Yes, he did. Preston McCarthy, too, in the blue. Now taking second place. Lincoln trying to get around the outside of him, but just can't do it. Three laps completed. Crew Peddleton now in first place, making his way crowd side right here, followed very closely by Preston McCarthy in the blue. A little bit more space between them. Lincoln Clark falling behind. He's still in third, though. Brock Bailey behind him. And it looks like Brock might be getting around Lincoln here on the outside. But if you look at that far side, you can see your leader, Crew Peddleton, going to be coming out of the wooded section here and just, oh, it looks like Preston McCarthy got around Crew. Preston in the blue now on the 424, making his way through that last corner. Started off in, I believe, fourth place, all the way up to first. Oh no, that's going to be a close one. But Crew just can't get back to it. Preston over the line, finishing first, followed very closely in second place by Crew Peddleton. And rounding out the berm. Oh, did someone yell? Oh, this is a 5-lap moto. Oh, wow. See, my thing doesn't tell me that either. The old system used to tell me that. Now I've lost the racers on course. Okay, there we go. Whoever yelled that, thank you, by the way, in the crowd. My tent has walls this year, if you didn't notice, and that is actually to prevent that, but that was helpful. Preston McCarthy, though, still leading the class. A little bit more distance now between him and Crew, making his way through that last turn, getting bunched up by one of his classmates. He might overlap him here. Checkered flag comes out over the line. Preston McCarthy taking home first, followed by Crew Peddleton. And rounding out the podium now, coming crowd side, your third place finisher, Lincoln Clark. Your final standing as they come across, Brock Bailey finishing 4th place. In 5th, Thomas Harjula, Tyson Tebow in 6th, Lincoln Wilcox in 7th, Jamison Dizzy in 8th, Charles Hanks in 9th, Benson Zetterman in 10th, Riker Smith in 11th, and Olivia Walker in 12th. Right, folks, on the line, it's our 5 to 9-year-old two-stroke and electric. Simon Collins, Parker Brooker, Thomas Harjula, Cade Johnson, and Eli St. Peter. 5 entries in this class. Looks like they're on the line, fired up. Wyatt Keegan on the flag today. Look at him out there. He's just so cute in those white pants. Flag is up. Then it's down. They're off. One of the neat things that's come out in the last couple of years is the electric bikes. While they're coming around, your final results: Preston McCarthy in 1st, Crew Peddleton 2nd, Lincoln Clark 3rd, Brock Bailey 4th, Thomas Harjula 5th, Tyson Tebow 6th, Lincoln Wilcox 7th, Jamison Dizzy 8th, Charles Hanks, Benson Zetterman, Riker Smith, Olivia Walker, and Blake Allen is your final finishing. Making his way around the track very quickly once again is Thomas Harjula, way out ahead, leading the rest of the course. Thomas, followed by Cade Johnson, who's making his way crowd side now. Cade on the 101. Simon Collins on the number 1. An electric bike for Simon. Followed by Parker Brooker. And Eli St. Peter, also, I believe, running the e-bike today. Oh, so it's like that sucks. Thomas Harjula still leading the class. Followed by Cade Johnson, though. Quite a bit of distance now. Cade Johnson, crowd side, followed very closely by Simon Collins. Parker Brooker, crowd side now. And Eli St. Peter still out on course. Eli St. Peter over the line. White flag going out for Thomas Harjula as he completes his third lap. Right now, lap times are about 1 minute for Thomas. Thomas lapping Eli St. Peter. Cade Johnson over the line. And Simon Collins. No changes to the order. Again, everybody's on their last lap. Thomas Harjula making quick work of the course. Once again. Thomas coming out of the wooded section on that back side. Making his way through the final corner. And your winner once again, Thomas Harjula. Cade Johnson still on course. Nice clean run from all of our racers. It is a bit surprising at this point. I don't want to jinx things, but typically with the little ones, we have a lot of laydowns in the corners. I haven't seen a lot of that yet, but if you look at that last turn right before the finish line, that is going to get soupier and soupier throughout the day as the sawdust piles up. It's always a nightmare as we head into the adult classes. Cade Johnson over the finish line, taking home third, followed just behind by Simon Collins. Parker Brooker coming through that final turn now, completing his lap. And it looks like Eli St. Peter was lapped and pulled off early. Folks, just a reminder, too, as you're spectating today, if a racer is lapped and the finish flag is out while they're... So let's say they have one more lap to go, but the finish flag is out, they still pull off. So make sure to tell your little ones that, too. That's going to do it, folks. I'll repeat the order once again, but no changes. Thomas Harjula, Cade Johnson, Simon Collins, Parker... Oh! Sorry, they're printing the results. When they print them, I can't see my screen. And it sounds like the course is clear, and we're already... yeah, you want to change it? Yeah, they're ready to send them. On the line for the 9 to 11-year-olds, Alden Harjula, Colton Smith, Max Overlock, Jackson Taggett, Knox Johnson, Gunnar Howe, Jace Willett, and Ross Sukforth. We have a clear green light from timing. The flag goes up. They're rumbling now, and they're off. Again, on course, it's our 9 to 11-year-olds, I believe. There, yeah. Very tight race at the head there, but Max Overlock and Alden Harjula duking it out for first, followed very closely by Knox Johnson. Max Overlock pulling ahead of Alden. This is a 5-lap moto. A lot of time for things to happen. Riley Bridges with the FPV race drone out there. Into the wooded section. That drone will go over 100 miles an hour. All right, we'll get you some leaders again. It looks like Max Overlock still holding on to that first. Alden Harjula just... Oh, Max getting caught up, though, in that turn. Those little wheels, there's so much give in that sawdust. Those little wheels do have a hard time making it through some of the inside of the corners sometimes. Looking for number 207 to the line. Number 207 to the line. This is your last call. Oh, Jace is in this race. Okay. Thank you. It's fun. I can announce things on the the speakers, and then they answer me on the radio. Making quick work of the course now. 2 laps completed. Our leader, Max, coming around to complete his third already. Again, 5-lap moto underway. Max Overlock, 51-second lap. Max putting some distance between him and Alden. Alden crowd side, a little bit of air there. Knox Johnson in third here on the number 114. Followed by Jackson Taggett on the green machine. That's your 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming out of the woods, Max Overlock. Going to be getting the white flag on this one as he completes his 4th lap. And looks like Max going to be overtaking some of his... Oh, and we do have our first down. Max Overlock, crowd side, last time. Alden Harjula and Knox Johnson still duking it out, but I think this is going to shake out just how it's been the entire race. All right, coming crowd side, over the line for the finish. Max Overlock and Alden Harjula, your 1 and 2. Knox Johnson should be coming around crowd side or through the finish line, and he's going to take home the 3rd place, rounding out the rest of that podium. 4th place goes to Jackson Taggett today. And it looks like we're still having some issues down in that corner getting that bike started. I'll pull out my binoculars here. Here it is. Looks like all of our racers have now moved off of course. 4th place, Jackson Taggett. 5th place, Jace Willett. 6th place, Gunnar Howe. Colton Smith and Ross Sukforth. On the line, we're moving now to our junior trail class. Junior trail, this is a max age of 13 years old. Max Giberson, Brantley Niemer, Jackson Sullivan, Bo Thompson, James Collins, Jace Willett, who just finished a run, and now he's back up here. Emma Wilcox, Jerry Paul, and Savannah Pelletier. 9 entries on the line.
Something just might have maybe.
The QR code is, I don't believe, for the Venmo, it's for the registration. Tally's on it. Just holding for timing on this one.
All right, looks like we're just holding for timing. Our racers are lined up. All right, green light from timing. We are ready to go for the junior trail. They're revved up, the flag is up, and they're off. Oh! James Collins almost coming apart there as he pulls a wheelie. Those electric bikes have so much torque. They're very easy to stand up. You're going to notice if you look at the track that this material, hold on, they are yelling in my ear constantly right now. I'm going to turn my radio down. All right, as you look out to the track, that sawdust material is going to change a lot throughout the day as it dries out. We had plenty of moisture yesterday and today when we started. There's still a lot of moisture in it, but as it starts to dry out, it becomes a lot more fluffy. There's a lot more give to it, and that changes the riding conditions. It's very dynamic here. James Collins leading the class now on the 121 here on the e-bike. Coming through, he's going to make his way crowd side, looking back to see where he stands. I like that. Followed by Bo Thompson in second. Jace Willett, who just came off, is holding on to third. And it looks like Max Giberson and Jeremy Paul fighting it out for fourth. All right, James Collins still leading the rest of his class by quite a bit now. Pulling ahead through that. Oh, wow. Nice tight turn through that final turn. Getting air as he comes across the finish berm. This is a 5-lap race. James followed by Bo Thompson. Quite a bit of distance now between your leader. James coming crowd side. Now Bo Thompson over the line, crowd side. Not over the line, I guess crowd side. And Jace Willett on the 207. Jerry Paul getting a little bit farther ahead of Max Giberson. We're 2 laps into today's race. James Collins lapping his first classmate as he comes out of the wooded section. On the line, lining up is our veteran class. You have to be 35 years or older to run that. It does come with a free bottle of Advil for the ride home. I shouldn't say that. I'm almost 30. I'll be 30 this November. James Collins, crowd side. Still holding on. Bo Thompson just coming now, crowd side. Huge gap between your leader and your second place. Jace Willett looks like he's going to be lapping Emma Wilcox. And he does. Emma Wilcox pulling off to the outside. 3 laps into it. James going to be getting the white flag for this 5-lap moto. These are going to go faster and faster. 56 seconds on the lap time. White flag out for James. And that sun's going to come out, make it a little warmer. Hopefully the flies don't come out. They were awful here last night. Absolutely terrible. There's a bottle of deep woods out on the timing booth that I'll have to go retrieve here. All right, James Collins coming out of the wooded section. Gonna have a nice, clean run here to put up a first place finish. And James Collins over the finish line, finishing first place in the junior class. Still quite a bit behind him, putting up second place finish. Probably going to be Bo Thompson. Bo making his way, Bo now through the last corner on the gas. And this is Bo coming on the finish line.
All of a sudden. Oh. Hang on. Does it go like right there?
Yeah, you're fine.
Over the line now, it's going to be Jerry Paul. Jerry's taking home a third place today in the junior trail class, followed very closely by Jace Willett.
I'll cross it once this girl goes, but we had a...
Our veterans are now lined up on the... All right, on the line, it's our veterans. Josh Harjula, Daniel Hanks, Ben Overlock, Tom Smith, Drew Bragg, Simon Plourde, Blake McCarthy, Gary Johnson, Eric St. Peter, Ivan Bragg, Jacob Pendleton, and Joe Pelletier, and Hunter Maxey. Mackenzie Brown to the race trailer, please. Mackenzie Brown. Our veteran class is up. They're ready to run. And they're off. 13 entries out on the veteran class this afternoon. Professional here, coming through the corner in the number 30, Crowdside leading the pack, followed by Ivan Bragg, True Bragg behind him, Joe Pelletier on the 3-2-1. There's two unidentified transponders in 5th and 6th, so not really sure what's going on there, but that's all right. Veterans going to be doing 5 laps today. Tom Smith, oh, Ivan Bragg around Tom. Now we're racing, boys. Tom getting around on the outside, almost lays it down. Oh my heavens, they're coming outside. Ivan's still leading though. That's gonna be a fun one to watch. True Bragg in third place. Oh no, True dropped behind. Looks like Joe now in third. Yes. Tom and Ivan still duking it out. That is a heck of a race there for first place. Ivan trying to take the inside line, but Tom just absolutely powering through. Scrubbing that turn. That inside line is a really risky move on that corner because it is piled up with sawdust. 3 laps completed. Tom is already going to be getting the white flag now as he comes around here. He'll be a minute coming through the wooded section. And that's it on that backside. Watch that wooded section as they come out. Tom Smith and Ivan just duking it out. Looks like True Bragg still in third. Tom rips it. Flat now. Crowd side, Ivan just trying to find a way to get around Tom, but Tom is absolutely dominating the course ahead of him. Number 24, Giberson to the line. 24, Giberson to the line. Coming out of the woods. Ivan got around Tom. He's got one more turn to do it. Tom taking the outside line is not going to pay off. Ivan Bragg over the line. Tom Smith. And it looks like True Bragg going to be getting third. That is racing right there, folks. Coming over the finish line now, it's going to be your 4th place finisher. And then Joe Pelletier in 5th. All right, on the line, it's our 7 to 12-year-olds. Tyson Tebow, Benson Zetterman, Riker Smith, Max Giberson, Crew Pendleton, Graydon Burby, Lincoln Clark, Brock Bailey, Daniel Reiserback, Preston McCarthy, Laney Boyles, Lincoln Wilcox, Bryce Weymouth, and Jamison Dizzy. If you guys are following along, we're about halfway through, a little bit more than halfway through our first moto. What's going to happen is we're going to run right down through the list and then take a midday break. All right, and just a reminder, please double check you have your transponders mounted to your bikes and that you have the right one mounted to your bike. So if you're on a race team, we just had a couple out there that got mixed up, so please make sure that you have the correct transponder assigned to you. We're on a timing hold as they certify our veteran results. We had 2 discrepancies in there. Yeah. Last time we ate the winner. Folks, just a reminder, we're on a timing hold as they certify our last race's results for the 7 to 12-year-olds. Yeah, for the veterans. All right, and I am told we have a green light on timing for the 7 to 12-year-olds. And we're ready to send it. Flag is up. And they're off. 15 racers in this class. Makes for a hectic start as they sort themselves out. All right, our 7 to 12-year-olds making their way out of the wooded section. Starting to stretch out a little bit as the classes change up. Coming now by timing. Leading them, Preston McCarthy, followed by Tyson Tebow and Crew Peddleton. That's going to be a tight grouping here for that first lap. Oh, no! It looks like, I think Tyson got hung up in that corner. All right, Preston McCarthy still leading the class, followed by Brock Bailey. Preston, crowd side, way ahead of his classmates. On the line now, it's our amateurs. Our 250 amateurs are now lining up. You're going to start to see a lot bigger bikes as we work our way right down through that list. As this race is underway, I want to give Dan Edgecombe, our safety director, a shout out. Dan down here on the start line. He makes sure we send everyone home at least somewhat in the condition they showed up in today. Maybe a couple bruises and scrapes. He's checking for tech vests and helmets too. I already checked everybody. That's one thing we don't mess around with here at North Star Motorsports. We're 3 laps into it. Preston McCarthy making quick work of the track again here in that blue bike, the 424, through that far corner. Brock Bailey is just behind him in second place. Brock is going to be coming crowd side right now. And there's a huge space between your class leaders. Max Giberson is just now coming through that right side corner, and he's now crowd side. Riker Smith, crowd side, he's in 4th. Drew Peddleton here on the white bike in 5th. We're 3 laps complete. This is a 5-lap moto. White flag now coming out for Preston McCarthy. There it is, the white flag. We're on their last lap before we enter the 250 amateurs. Racers, just a quick reminder, make sure to have your transponders mounted correctly, helmets, and chest protectors. Helmets need to be buckled, is what I mean by that. Well, we are just about ready to close out this race. Preston McCarthy making his way through the last turn. He'll be completing his 5th and final lap. Checkered flag coming out. Preston wins it again. Bryce Weymouth just behind him. Bryce got lapped. He's going to finish 7th place today. Brock Bailey over the line now. Oh, no, sorry. Tyson Tebow just finished. He's going to be taking home 8th place. Just about everybody coming over the line here has been lapped. There's Brock. Over the line, finishing in 2nd place on that blue bike with the black letters. Rounding out the podium, over the line now with a little bit of air, Drew Peddleton and Max Giberson. Crew in 3rd, Max in 4th. Sitting on the line, it's our 250 amateurs. You got to be 14 years or older. If you're still following us at home on the live, you'd have a nice shot of the start line there. On the line, we have Corbin Rafford, Owen Ratcliffe, Luke Trask, Gage Dyer, Chase Bragg, Braden Ward, Wes Overlock, Colby Bonville, Cole Harjula, Jackson Rafford, Owen Cropley, Brayson Shorey, Jake Hummel, Hunter Amaro, Ben Amaro, and Owen Tardy. 16 racers out on the line for our 250 amateurs.
And when he clears, if we could get a track clear and let us know when timing's ready.
We are just waiting for one of our racers out there to clear the course. Once again, 16 racers on the line. We got the green light from timing. The flag is out. It's up and they're off. That's, oh! All right, we're going to call it a red flag. All right, so if you're following along with us at home, we had a racer go down. It looks like Eden Ward took a pretty bad spill. It looked like two of them collided there. It's our first red flag of the day. It does take quite a bit for us to red flag a race. But we're going to need to reset timing here. We're going to reset the race and get things going. I know you guys gave a round of applause for Eden, but as they come by too, please give a round of applause for Ashland Fire EMS. They've been here for every single one of our races and events. They're awesome. We love having them here. We hate needing them, but we love having them. So thank you to Ashland Fire EMS. All right. Eric Johnson and, Eric Johnson. Eric St. Peter and Gary Johnson, please come see us at the break. We'll sort out your transponders. You can come see us on the track to sort that out. All right, so let's try this again. On the line, it's our 250 amateurs. Corbin Rafford, Owen Ratcliffe, Luke Trask, Gage Dyer, Chase Bragg, Braden Ward, Wes Overlock, Colby Bonville, Cole Harjula, Jackson Rafford, Owen Cropley, Brayson Shorey, Jake Hummel, Hunter Amaro, Ben Amaro, and Owen Tardy. Looks like Hunter on the 503 is the one that went down. Going back out there. Dan Edgecombe, our safety director, taking over for flagging. So I'll give you a look behind the curtain here once we get the race started. But it sounds like we're holding just briefly for timing. Good. Good. All right, looks like we're ready to go. The green flag is going up. And it's off. Okay, a clean shakeout in the first turn. I heard a bunch of oohs and ahs. Did someone go down? No? Oh yeah, okay. He's up. No big deal. Just a little one. 16 on course. So one of the things that happens when a racer goes down is there's about 3 people out on course that get to call a red flag. Myself is one of them, Dan, and then another. We typically like to wait a good 6 seconds to see if the racer comes up. You're going to see some people laying down in the first corner too. Watch that last corner before the crowd side as they get bunched up trying to navigate that. Everybody made it through clean. Excellent. Well, folks, here's your standing. Colby Bonville from North Star Motorsports leading the group in first place. Cole Harjula is in second. Luke Trask is in third. There's 16 races, so I'm really just going to give you the top 3, 4, 5. Looks like Colby might have dropped back into second. Yes, he did. Cole Harjula ahead of him now. Colby Bonville in second. Luke Trask in third. Cole Harjula crowd side. Colby Bonville on the 1-2-1. And Luke Trask. Behind them, Chase Bragg. Grayson Shorey on the 338. They're now in that back side. Your leaderboard coming out of the woods section. Look at the air that Cole just got. Oh, and it looks like a yellow flag in the corner. Colby Bonville I did not see come out of the woods. I think Colby's down. Yes, he's back up. Cole Harjula over the line. 3 laps completed. This is going to be a 5-lap moto for the 250 amateur. Cole Harjula crowd side. Followed by Luke Trask, crowd side. Chase Bragg. Grayson Shorey on the 338. Colby Bonville dropped back into 5th place. White flag, I believe, coming out for Cole Harjula. This has been a nice, clean run from our 250 amateurs so far. The track is holding pretty well. No one's laid it down again thus far. But again, watch that right side corner as they choose to go inside or take that really wide outside line. That inside is just going to get so deep and rutted. It's going to be very difficult. If you look to the far side, coming out of the wooded section is your leader, Cole Harjula. There they are. They're getting bunched up now in that corner. Cole Harjula out of the woods, through the back stretch. Around the final turn. On the gas and getting the finish flag. That's it for first place, Cole Harjula. In second, coming through the final firm, Luke Trask, followed very closely by Chase Bragg. It looks like Colby Bonville and Grayson Shorey duking it out, but Grayson still holding on to that 4th place. Colby Bonville going to be finishing 5th. That's your 1 through 5. Next on, it's going to be Youth ATV. They don't have transponders, and there's a restroom. So I'm going to go do that while they do this race. All right, folks, your youth ATV just finishing now. Looks like Mason Desjardins in first, Bella Brown in second, and Quinn Mayhew in third. We still have one racer on course, but lined up, it's the 250 Pro. You got to be 14 years or older. Luke Trask, Simon Plourde, Wyatt Keegan, Ivan Bragg, Joe Pelletier, and Owen Caffel. Caffel? Caffel. What are you? Why aren't you racing? You're too old, Tom. 42? Who's older, you or Simon? Who's older, you or Simon? All right, I'm being told we have a clear track. We are just on a small hold for timing to process the last race results, but it looks like we have a green light from timing. The flag goes up for the 250 Pros, and they're off. This is race number 13. 6 competitors out on course. Just a reminder, we have our live stream going still. There will be a different link for the afternoon live stream. If you're watching at home, welcome. It was a beautiful day here at the Sawdust Pit. These competitors will make quick work of this. This is one of our longer motos. It's an 8-lap moto. Whoa! Who's that? Oh, great heavens. Ivan Bragg takes out Owen. That's going to cost the race. Not Owen, but Ivan taking out, looks like Simon and Luke. Oh, stand by. All right, and I'm being told we have a red flag going out.
It looks like Simon Ford. What?
All right, there we go. Whoa. I was trying to get close enough so you guys could hear me. Simon's got a pretty bad twisted knee, so we're probably going to end up carting him off here. He's up and he's laying down because of his knee. But we're talking to him. It'll be a couple minutes. Sit tight. But other than a twisted knee, he seems to be relatively in good spirits.
Don't make me laugh.
Seems pretty far, but they've got planes and trains and cars. I'd walk to you if I had no other way. Our friends would all make fun of us, and we'll just laugh along because we know that none of them have felt this way. Delilah, I can promise you that by the time we get through, the world will never ever be the
Talking to
same.
you.
What?
Oh, are you filming?
Well, not right now. I was getting that.
Hey there, Delilah, you be good and don't you miss me. 2 more years and you'll be done with school, and I'll be making history like I do. You know it's all because of
Where do you want me now?
we can do whatever we want to.
Where do you want me?
Hey there, Delilah, here's to you. This one's for you. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 What you do to me.
A little bit.
All right, our course is now cleared. What we're doing is we're just restarting the entire race, since at that point I don't believe they had completed a full lap. Even if they have, they've made the call to restart the entire moto.
He wants an interview.
We're just
he just
waiting
said.
for timing to reset things on their end, and it looks like we're pretty much ready to go. Go ahead and fire them up. We're ready to start.
We'll do it after.
And do we have Luke Trask coming back? Luke Trask, last call. Wave your hands or something. All right, he's out. Yeah, we are ready to go. Let's try this again. 8-lap race for the 250 Pro. 4 racers now out on the line. We're back with it with the 250 Pro. Wyatt Keegan, Ivan Bragg, Joe Pelletier, and Owen Haffel. Looks like Owen leading the group, followed by Wyatt, Ivan, and then Joe. Owen pulling farther and farther ahead of his last race. Wyatt and Ivan, though, duking it out in that corner. Looks like Ivan's taking the outside around Wyatt, and he gets around him. Wyatt dropping back into 3rd place. 8 laps to go. Hoping we can finish with all 4 of our competitors out there today. Simon Plourde, been one of the OG supporters of Northside Motorsports. He hosted, I believe, several clinics last year to work on rider skill. No major changes on the board. A lot more space there. Oh! That's not good. Yeah, so the drone just crashed. If you saw that, that was not pilot error, Riley tells me. He just tried to reuse the battery and died on him. So it's a racing drone. Those are a lot more hardy than the normal consumer. Just fine. All right, and it looks like we have only 2 more races. A couple more minutes ago. But race 15, the 450 amateur, should be making their way to course, followed by Trail Open. 450 AM Trail Open in 12 to 17 Schoolboy without delay. After that, we will be taking a midday break, which at this point is more like an afternoon break. Get some time to get some French fries. Owen's still out there dominating the course. Ivan Bragg behind him, Wyatt Keegan, and Joe Pelletier. that's going to be a quick 8 laps, but the white flag is out now. Owen dominating this field on the second go-around for the 250 Pro. Ivan Bragg, crowd side. And Wyatt Keegan. Last turn in the 250 Pro. On the throttle, across the line, and there's the finish. Ivan Bragg through the last turn, on the straightaway, and there's the finish. Wyatt Keegan on the straightaway. Through the last turn. On the gas, over the finish line. And bringing home fourth, Joe Pelletier is over the line now. That's going to do it for our 250 Pro. A very exciting start to that race. Dropping 2 racers. Again, Hope Simon's doing well. I'm going to try and find a minute here to go check on him. It's never fun when we have to go out on course. I was told to apologize if I laughed when the crash happened. What I'll say to that is if my reaction to the excitement of a crash somehow was offensive to anybody, I'll apologize for that. But this is racing, folks, and exciting things do happen. So with that, we move on to the 9 to 15-year-olds. There's 10 entries in this class. Alden Harjula, Colton Smith, Sawyer, good job, Sawyer Martin, Max Overlock, Liam Bragg, Jackson Taggett, Knox Johnson, Bo Thompson, Preston Malberg, and Preston McCarthy. 2 Prestons out there today. The flag is up. Oh, and they're off. Looks like Knox Johnson might have had a false start. That or he nailed the flag. Liam Bragg leading the class as he comes around that last turn, completing his first lap. We're going to have the class come over the timing loop. Liam Bragg leading, followed by Knox Johnson, Max Overlock, and Alden Harjula. Here's Liam, crowd side. Looking to see if they make it out of that first turn here, that right side turn, clean, and everybody did so far. I said it earlier, you're going to see people start going farther and farther outside on that corner as that inside line gets dug through. It's hard to tell from the crowd perspective that when you're out there walking on the course, it's not uncommon to see 4 to 6 inch ruts in the dirt. A nice quiet lull here as Liam Bragg makes his way to the corner. He completes his second lap. And we have a yellow flag out, that same corner. That's been causing us trouble. Again, you can see if you go a little farther wide, you can see the giant ruts in that track. We will be grooming after we finish Moto 1, which is, I believe, is in about 4 races. Alden Harjula in second place now, Max Overlock third, and Preston Malberg in 4th. Jackson Taggett in 5th. Sawyer Martin and Bo Thompson is your 6 and 7. Your class leader, Liam Bragg, just about ready to finish his 3rd lap now. Liam Bragg, outside jump. Alden Harjula making his way crowd side now. Followed closely by Max Overlock. Jackson Taggett on the 109, followed by Preston Albert. Sawyer Martin on the 14. Brad down to the line. 3 laps completed. The white flag going to be coming out as Liam Bragg laps one of his classmates. Liam Bragg hitting the white flag now. Only 4 more races to go before our midday break. And what does that mean? That means if you're watching at home, we will be switching to our afternoon broadcast after our midday break. Oh, and we have a racer down in that right-hand turn. Looks like Sawyer Martin laying it down. Liam Bragg coming through the final turn now. Nice clean run for Liam. Going to be getting the second flag and taking home first place. Liam followed by Alden Harjula on the 03. Alden making his way through that final stretch and over the line to take home second place. Finishing out third in today's race, it's going to be Max Overlock. And fourth place, going to be going to Jackson Taggett. Over the line just now, Preston Malberg going to be getting fifth place. And Sawyer Martin with some bad luck laying it down in that right-hand turn over the line. And Sawyer takes home sixth place. I believe that wraps up. Oh, we still have one racer on course. And Knox Johnson through the finish. And that's going to be all of our racers on course for the 9 to 15-year-olds. On the line now, it's the 450 amateur. You have to be 16 years or older to run in this class. We have 10 entries. Josh Harjula, Ethan Lank, Wes Overlock, Chase Bragg, Colby Bonville, Cole Harjula, Brayson Shorey, Brad Dow, Chase Chandler, and Hunter Maxey. Cole Harjula with the fishing vessel Miss Laura. I've definitely seen those shirts around. Oh, nice. We're watching the live view of one of the action cams on one of the racers' dirt bikes. We have a green light from timing. Flag is up. And they're off. Nice, clean shakeout so far in the first turn. 10 races on course. If you're spectating, as you saw, I will catch you if you have your helmet unbuckled. So please, please, please make sure your helmets are buckled. It's not going to be much good if they pop off when you crash. Here's where we're going to see some trouble, if at all, in this first turn, or this, I guess, last turn before the finish line. But a clean run so far. Your leader, Brad Dow, pulled very closely by Cole Harjula, Josh Harjula. Brad Dow, Cole, and then Josh. .450 amateur out on course. This is going to be a 5-lap moto, so this will go fast. Racing drone back up and running. Riley Bridges, our certified drone pilot. Looks like Cole Harjula trying to get around Brad Dow, and I think he's going to do it. Oh, it's going to be close. Over the finish line. They are neck and neck. Oh my, I've never seen that. Our timing system actually just tied them as they came across the line. I've quite literally never seen that. Even with our snowmobile racing, so that's interesting. Cole Harjula and Brad Dow duking it out for first. That'll be the race to watch. 50-second lap times. Without delay, Trail Bike 12 to 17 and 450 pros should be making their way to staging. Looks like Cole now ahead of Brad. Don't know what happened in the wooded section, but he is gaining some distance. Third lap complete. Cole Harjula now leading Brad Dow and Josh Harjula. Chase Bragg is in fourth. Kobe Bonville in fifth. Grayson Shorey sixth. Kobe Bonville now crowd side, followed by Brayson Shorey, and then Wes Overlock. Your class leader out in the wooded section. Looks like Cole gonna be lapping Chase Chandler. Cole Harjula gets the white flag as he's led the entire heat. I would like to know why they call them motos instead of heats. If anyone knows that answer, please come tell me. They're called motos, not heats. Well, speaking of motos, this moto is almost over as Cole Harjula comes out of that wooded section. Nice clean run from all of our competitors here in the 450 amateur class. So far, so good. Cole making his way through that last turn. Around the corner. On the straight. Across the line. A little bit of last-minute action here. Brad Dow passed by Josh Harjula. Josh taking home second. Brad Dow in third. Chase Bragg finishing fourth, and Kobe Bonville in fifth in very quick succession. I believe this is Hunter Maxey. Check that, Wes Overlock over the line now, followed by Chase Chandler. On the line now, I have the trail open. Only 4 entries for this class, and I see 4 out on the line. Kyle Koskinen, Corbin Rafford, Sawyer Martin, and Jackson Rafford. We're just holding on a timing reset before we're ready to go. And there's the green light from timing. The flag is going out. And it's off! No, hold on, bud. Out on the line, it's the 12 to 17-year-old schoolboy, Owen Ratcliffe, Luke Trask, Sawyer Martin, Aiden Higgins, Wes Overlock, Max Overlock, Braden Ward, Liam Bragg, Jackson Taggett, Cole Harjula, Jackson Rafford, Owen Cropley, Preston Mulberg, Brayson Shorey, Hunter Amaro, Ben Amaro, and Owen Tardy. Looking for number 25. Number 25, Braden Ward. All right, it looks like we have a green light from timing. We are ready to go. The flag is out. It's up and they're off. 17 entries in this class. It looks like we have one scratch. They are now on course. Schoolboy. Going to be a 5-lap moto today. Cole Harjula leading the pack, followed by Brayson Shorey and Luke Trask. Cole Harjula making his way crowd side. Now Brayson and then Luke. Aiden Higgins and Liam Bragg trailing behind them. Next on the course, it's our 450 Pro. For the last race before today's break, 450 Pro, True Bragg, Blake McCarthy, Wyatt Keegan, Gary Johnson, Eric St. Peter, Owen Koffel, and Tom Smith. The flag is up. And they're off. This is an 8-lap race. Our 450 Pro over the line. Owen Koffel leading the class once again. True Bragg, Tom Smith, and Eric St. Peter. Wyatt Keegan in 5th. Blake McCarthy 6th. Gary Johnson in 7th. Owen still leading the pack. Followed by True Bragg, Tom Smith, and Eric St. Peter. Owen crowd side now. Sorry, that was True and then Tom. Wyatt Keegan squeaking as he comes by. Followed by Gary Johnson and Blake McCarthy. This is an 8-lap race, 2 laps complete, with Owen making his way to complete his 3rd. Folks, no major changes to the order. Owen still leading, True Bragg in 2nd, Tom in 3rd, Eric St. Peter in 4th. 4 laps complete. Owen Koffel putting on a clearance here. True Bragg in 2nd. Tom Smith crowd side. Looks like when just about to lap Gary Johnson. Wyatt Keegan getting squirrely in that right side turn that's been causing so many issues today. Even after we groom, that'll continue. That corner tends to break down quite early. 6 laps complete. Owen now completing his 7th out of 8. Folks, we're getting down to it. Owen coming out of the wooded section on his 7th lap. 7th complete. This will be his last lap. Checkered flag going to be coming out. What a turn. Crowd side, and there's the finish. Almost a little bit of a leg kick there, too. Wyatt Keegan over the line. He got lapped. He'll get 5th place. Gary Johnson got lapped. He'll get 6th place. But over the line is True Bragg. He'll take home 2nd today. And finally, oh, check that. Blake McCarthy in 7th place over the line. And now Tom Smith going to get on the podium with a 3rd place finish. Still on course, Eric St. Peter up the jump, over the line. He'll take home 4th place. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to round out all of our first motos of the day. We are going to break, let the track team come in, take a rest. And if you're following along at home with our live stream, we are going to be transitioning to our afternoon live stream. So if you want to keep watching the afternoon racing, please log back in to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you on the other side.